Hi everybody, it's Renee and I want to welcome you back to my channel, The Hermit's Moon. I hope you all had a great week. We are now ready to do the weekend guidance reading for the weekend of May 15th through the 17th. Now I've already said a blessing over the cards. I've cleared the space. Let's go ahead and get started and pull the cards and see what Spirit has for us this weekend. I want to remind you all this is a reading for the collective. It's going to be very general. If something doesn't resonate, that's okay. Don't worry about it. This message just wasn't meant for you. So, Spirit, what would you like for us to know this coming weekend? What do we need to know to navigate and have the best weekend possible? I'm just going to take one card. Innocence. Take time to play. Nurture your inner child. Live with a childlike sense of wonder. I really like this for the weekend, everybody. It's time for us just to relax and just look at things. Remember how when you were a kid and everything was exciting and new and interesting and you didn't have fear weighing you back? This is what this card is telling us. We need to look at life through the innocence of a child's eyes so that we can enjoy it more. We've had so much heaviness around us the last several weeks with the pandemic going on and all the stress and worry that has brought into our lives. It's time for us to get back to that inner child and just enjoy life and just look at it the way our kids do. If you don't have children, I'm sure you've noticed though how kids play, how they get so excited over little things and how they can be so happy and carefree. And that's what Spirit is trying to tell us to do this weekend. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Spirit. That's a good reminder. Okay, guys, I'm going to give the cards a good shuffle. I want to ask you now or invite you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'd love to have you be a part of my Moonshine Tribe. Hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. I post videos daily, and I would love to have you along the journey in 2020 and beyond. I also invite you to check out my Patreon, patreon.com, The Hermit's Moon, and I'll leave a link in the description to this video. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know for this weekend? Okay, we got a jumper. We'll stop there. Okay, Knight of Wands. And we have the Fool reversed. We have the Seven of Cups reversed. And we have the Lovers reversed. Okay, a lot of reversals on the table. People could be blocking some energy. Let's get some clarifiers. We have the Three of Swords reversed. The High Priestess. Queen of Cups reversed. And King of Pentacles. Okay. Right away, I'm going to tell you I see 3 major arcanas, which is a pretty considerable number. Remember, the majors are about major life lessons and major moments in life. So this could be a pivotal moment for some of you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. That's the only major note that I'm seeing. I don't see any repetitive numbers or anything like that. But let's look at the first card. Now, this is Sagittarius energy when we look at the King of Wands. It can also be Aries and Leo. It's a fire sign, so it's talking about your passions and your creativity. But when I read the cards, it specifically speaks to Sagittarius energy. So, this is your court card. This is going to be confirmation and validation to some Sagittarius out there. This is about getting up off the couch and going after your dreams, everybody. You know, even though the pandemic has been going on, we've been faced with new difficulties and a new way of living life. This is still telling us that we need to still be active, be an active participant in the world and in going after our dreams and making those things happen. So don't be afraid to take action. If you have a good idea, if even you don't know if it's a good idea, if you have any thoughts, pay attention to them and don't be afraid to get up and put some action behind them. Now we also have the Three of Swords reversed, and this is about bouncing back after heartache. I really like this card, especially paired with the Knight of Wands here, because this is about moving away from heartache, being able to get up, especially if you're wanting to manifest love in your life. This is about getting up there and taking a chance and just living life fearlessly and enjoying it. Okay. Now we have the Fool reversed next. And to me, this is kind of the opposite of what our oracle card is. Because if you look at the Fool is kind of an innocent person. He doesn't have fear weighing him down. He doesn't have stress. He's not afraid to step out on his own and go his own way. And when it shows up reversed, I feel like it's telling you that some of you might really be living in a fearful space right now. You may not be willing to take a chance. You know, this Knight of Wands energy, you're not feeling it right now. You are really feeling cautious. You're not wanting to take any chances or take unnecessary risk. There's something to be said for that, but I don't want you to live in this fear, okay? Make sure that you aren't letting it weigh you down. It's okay to be cautious. It's okay to really evaluate things and not step off that cliff like the Fool is known for. But this is telling you it's time for you to really, I'm going to say, be more strategic and really look at everything that can happen before you make a decision. Now, the card that we have clarifying this card is the High Priestess. So these are two major arcanas, y'all. And the High Priestess is about using your intuition and, you know, using that guidance to make the decisions that the Fool may be afraid to make. You can trust your intuition this weekend if it's guiding you a certain way. I want you to listen to it, because when the card shows up, you're either not listening to your intuition or you're questioning it. And when this card shows up, it's telling you, listen, don't question me. You can trust yourself right now. That inner feeling that you're having, that is the divine telling you, yes, this is a valid message and you're right. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. So this is about maybe not wanting to listen to your dreams or pay attention to your dreams. This is someone who's really, maybe they've been looking at the world through rose-colored glasses and they've not really seen the seriousness that's going on in the world. Maybe they've been a little reckless with this Fool energy. Maybe it was upright, and now we're getting this this message of, listen, everything is opening back up, but you still need to be cautious, okay? And I feel like that message was coming through a lot yesterday, in yesterday's video too. So if you haven't seen that, you know, you can look on my feed and check that out. But this is about more caution. It's about really paying attention to what's going on around you and not being reckless. But I still want you all to dream big. Now we have another intuitive card on the table, but she's reversed as well, the Queen of Cups. This is a woman energy, but it could be for a man as well. You know, we don't pay attention to gender when the court cards show up, but it's about listening to your intuition again. You know, here it's reversed, so maybe you haven't been doing that. Maybe you've not been following your dreams. Maybe you've been living in a state of fear. We do have a lot of cards here that are suggesting that, but you need to really be compassionate. You need to listen to your intuition, especially when the High Priestess is on the table. So don't be afraid to kind of quiet this Queen's energy down and say, look, I know that I am connected to Source and that I can trust the messages that are coming through, okay? I really believe that, because the High Priestess is such a card that gives such a nod to intuition and being intuitive and following your instincts. And when she's upright like this, I really believe that she is telling us, look, you can trust yourself. I also want to make a note that this is Cancer energy. It can also be Pisces and Scorpio as well. So if you're a water sign, you all are very intuitive people naturally. You trust your intuition more than some of the other signs do. It's not that you're more intuitive, it's just that you trust it and you really navigate life that way. So don't be afraid to do that, okay? Now we have the Lovers reversed, and this is about this is another nod, I feel like, to the Fool's energy that's reversed. This is about making good choices, and maybe you haven't been doing that. So when this card shows up in reverse like that, you really want to pay attention to the choices that you're making. Make sure you're thinking things through. You know, we have this energy with the Knight of Wands taking action, but you have to make sure, guys, that you're taking the right steps. Make sure you're making wise choices and you're not acting out on a whim. You know, when the Fool's reversed, it's telling us, be cautious, be cautious. So don't let this Sagittarius energy lead you down the wrong road. Make sure you're making good, wise choices. especially because we have the King of Pentacles on the table. And remember, this is one of the Master Manifestor cards, guys. Don't be afraid to dream big, because when the King of Pentacles is on the table, that's telling you you can manifest whatever you want with these dreams. Are you going to go for it? Are you going to use the energy from the Knight of Wands to get up off that couch, turn the TV off, and do something positive that's going to work towards your goals and dreams? Because if you do these things, you can absolutely manifest them. This is the king that has mastered the material world. He's a good entrepreneur. So if some of you have been thinking about starting a business, if you're working towards that, keep going. But this is also someone who's an excellent employee. He's a good boss. He knows how to show up and just really contribute and put his best foot forward with work and with his business. You need to be doing that. This is Taurus energy as well as Virgo and Capricorn. Okay, guys, let's get some guidance from our angels. I invite you right now, think of a topic that's been heavy on your heart, and we're going to pull a card from your guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels and get some guidance. This is also going to be an intuitive card for the collective. So we're just going to pull one card. We'll take this one. Improving health. Beautiful. I know a lot of us have had health concerns, especially with the world we're living in right now. We're really trying to be cautious. This Fool is absolutely telling us to be cautious with our health. You know, don't be out there. I went to the store one day this week and I was amazed at how many people did not have a mask on. And to me, that's too soon. I'm all for opening up businesses, but we still have to use our heads, guys, and how we're operating and how we're navigating out in the world. They're telling us there's going to be a resurgence with the virus. So be cautious, okay? If you want to continue on the path with your health improving, make sure that you are being responsible with your health. Wash your hands, wear a mask, keep your environment clean. This is not the time to slack in that department. Okay, everyone, I hope this reading resonated with you, and I hope you're ready to get out there and enjoy this weekend. Remember, be childlike, have a good time. You know, we have to be cautious, but we can still dream big. We can still go after all of our goals and make those things happen. I love you guys. I hope you have a very blessed weekend, and I'm wishing you joy, love, health, and wealth. Namaste. Mwah.